What is up, guys? Welcome to Thursday. As we tumble down on Thursday. How are you guys doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are staying safe. Hopefully you're not doing anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. As Bitcoin tumbles down to 65.3 currently. Did quite a bit of a dive today, reaching as low as 62. Right? Crazy stuff. Oh yeah, I got some upgrades. I've been working on. Got a whole bunch of new character models for myself, and of course Bitcoin Chan 2.0 in the house, looking better. And then we got some more as well. Just having some more fun with the stream, guys. More fun with the stream. Yeah, Deadpool, man. Deadpool came out again last weekend. Hope you guys have seen it yet. It's supposed to be a good movie. I am still yet to see it. All right, so this is what we got going on today. Bitcoin, of course, falling down as the Fed rate decision yesterday is kind of plummeting us into a new low for the last month, really. We're still higher than we were back in the 18th of July. So we're still we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there, guys. Again, this was the rally from Trump, and the megaphone, of course, pattern. Still, you know what? I would say now we're probably invalidating it. Yeah, we can get into that a little bit later and see where we go. But let's kind of get Bitcoin Chan off the map real quick. There we go. Yeah, we invalidated it pretty harshly. But we're back above it, right? Bounced from 62.2. But yeah, last night we kind of just talked about us bouncing off this trend line here. From the bottom of this megaphone pattern. And it happened, and then it happened in a much bigger way. So that's kind of where we are. Let's dive into some of our metrics. And we got a lot of news. As always, the cover. There's a lot of fun. Oh, my God. You know what? Today, there's so much fun. So much fun. I went to about 10 news sites, guys. 10 news sites to try to find some gems, man. It's we'll dive into it. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. It is nuts. It's nuts. All right, let's get Deadpool out of here. Everyone's having a bit of a dance party as Bitcoin falls down into levels that it's cheaper to buy, man. Throw this stuff away. Go pick up some more Bitcoin today, or some JASMY. JASMY's down to a good amount to pick up. Anywho, yeah, so the heat map, of course, brought to you by Kimba the White Snow Lion. Anime reference for those who know, right? For those who know, we say this every day. Get a shout out to Kimba for giving this to us for free. Don't pay for something you can get for free. What the hell? There's trash everywhere. Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like we're coming up here on the hour. We're starting to come back up as Japan starts to open and buy some of this dip. It's a good day to buy this dip, as we are going to look at here in shortly. U.S., of course, still sitting at our $35 trillion mark as we continue to print more and more of our million billies and chilies into oblivion. Yeah, we're still looking at, I think it's $8 billion more than we were yesterday, sitting at $35.012 trillion in U.S. debt. It's been a while since we looked at the world debt clock. Let's take a look at that real quick. Of course, last time we looked at this, Japan was sitting at, oh, wow, above 300, negative 300%. In GDP, 301%, guys. This is crazy. USA sitting at 89.7. China is still sitting at 82-ish. I think that's up from 80. Last time we looked at it, it was about 79 with Germany. Yep. And yeah, UK is over 100. Everyone, all fiat trash. All fiat is trash. All of this, like I say every day, belongs in the trash. Right there. Yes, all of it. Just put it in there. It's nice. It's nice and safe there, I guess. Belongs in the trash. Anywho, it doesn't matter what it is, guys. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. Anyway, fear and greed index for the stock market. Let's refresh this real quick as it tends to fluctuate. Still sitting at 40 in fear, as of course the Fed rate decision is 2 or 3 rate cuts. Now is going to look at maybe 2. Maybe we were looking at a minimum of 3 this year. The Fed came out this year at the beginning of the year, if you guys remember, said that we're going to have multiple rate cuts, and now we're looking at again getting through August with no rate cut into September with a possible rate cut. And again, they can't touch these numbers, guys. They can't unless they FUD all the numbers anyway, but they can't touch these interest rates, because as soon as they do, inflation is going to come right back. And if, it's the whole market's feeling it, not just traditional, TradFi, but crypto as well, sitting at a 52. Man, we were super greedy last few weeks, sitting at 65, 72 roughly on average. Now down to 57, just barely in the greed, as all the other key metrics we're going to get into played out, right? I do want to get just a quick little refresh. I know you guys probably seen most of this, but again, for those who are just kind of joining, maybe the new ones out there, again, this happened over the weekend at Bitcoin Nashville. I really wanted to go, man. It ate me alive that I did not go. Yeah, Bitcoin Nashville, of course, hosted a lot of the politicians, a lot of the senators, and a lot of our key influencers in the space, right? And I just wanted to kind of reiterate this because it plays into what is happening right now, and that is, of course, policy with RF Kennedy.
I intend, as President of the United States, to sign an executive order on day one, directing the Department of Justice and the U.S. Marshals to transfer the approximately 200,000 Bitcoin held by the U.S. government to the United States Treasury, where it will be held as a strategic asset.
All right. So again, RFK coming out. The first thing he said, he was right out the gate with it. He wanted to put the U.S. Treasury balance Bitcoin, the stuff we look at every single day, guys, every single day on the Bitcoin Treasuries .net, right? Oh, the U.S. holding that 225-ish, 215. Yeah, it's a little lower today. And we'll get into why. And then, of course, Trump as well, right?
The final part of my plan today, I am announcing that if I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. We'll keep 100%. I hope you do well, please.
100%. Well, not necessarily anymore. We're selling it off as senators, congressmen and women scramble to try to put up a bill to try to, keep this, on our strategic reserve, right? It's crazy what's going on, and it only took the Independent Party candidate and the Republican Party candidate to come out and say they wanted to do this for us, the sitting, administration, to start moving and selling. We saw them start moving at the beginning of the week, and it looks like it has begun. It has begun. As the U.S. government triggers Bitcoin price after $2 billion worth of Bitcoin is moved. Right? It's moved. It's not stopping, man. The U.S. Department of Justice moves $2 billion in Bitcoin. The intelligence data is a wallet tagged as belonging to the U.S. government transferred 29,800 Bitcoin to an unmarked address with no prior history of transactions. Very shady. Interesting. The shifted Bitcoin valued at $2 billion is tied to the funds of the Department of Justice. The DOJ confiscated from the Silk Road. Of course, that's that old marketplace that we don't talk about, the nefarious marketplace from back in the day of the early days of Bitcoin. The development likely rattled the marketplace because previous movements of the original cryptocurrency by the governments often foreshadowed impending asset sales and the price falls. On July 5th, Bitcoin at its lowest level since February to trade 53.7, following the weeks of Germany disposing hundreds of millions of dollars worth of crypto assets. Of course, have fun staying poor, Germany. Selling spree cooled off a week later, and Bitcoin seemed to retrace its footing. Right, we rallied back up to 70K last weekend. Right, it was Monday, I believe. This Monday we were at 70K. While the U.S. government hasn't conveyed its intention to sell the move Bitcoin, they're definitely rattling up our space. It reported that $2 billion had been split into 2 addresses with 10,000 Bitcoin deposited to an institutional custody service. So this is part again, there's a lot of things playing into factor as why we're seeing our space kind of sell off. Big chunk of it is, yeah, we're correlated somewhat back into NASDAQ and, tech stocks. And then, of course, this lingering factor of, well, are we just going to have Kamala now? Because it looks like now everyone's kind of afraid of Kamala possibly Trump, right? According to the Cointelegraph, Kamala Harris, Trump. It's possible. It's possible. Hey, what's going on? Moon Lambo, Focus One. How is it going? But this account. The hell with this account. Oh, nice, Focus. Nice seeing you back. There's a lot of good news today, according to Stanley. Yeah, I've got some stuff handpicked, but damn, dude, it's dark out there right now. It's dark. You guys got to see some of these headlines. It's insane. We'll get into a little bit of a quick refresher on that. Between that, Kamala Harris, taking a huge percentage now, possibly 40 up to 44%. She's only been on the limelight for a week, and she's already got 44 percentile on the as a possible winner, right? I can't believe that. To me, it's unreal. It's unfathomable. Anyway. And then, of course, the last one we mentioned, which was the Fed rate cut. So those three indicators right now, those three factors are what's kind of holding our space back, as well, of course, the U.S. stock exchange. Kind of hitting a bit of a slump. I just want to kind of, again, refresh, go into that. There's a lot of stuff facing us on macro levels, especially with Israel, as we just covered yesterday before we left. Israel also is retaliating with Iran. Vice versa. And apparently 2 hours before I started my stream, there was another counter attack. So don't be surprised you wake up and Bitcoin's back at 50,000, and some of your altcoins are maybe even down 70% or something ridiculous like we've seen in the past. Anywho, dollar's still kind of slumping around. It's 104, 105. No one wants their treasury bonds, guys. This is it. This is it for the year. I would be surprised if we see 106 again, like I say all the time. And then, of course, the crypto bubbles on the year. This is the year, guys. Don't get too excited. On the hour, it's coming up, though. Look at this. We're getting a little bit of a tracement on the hour, but on the day, everything is pretty much in the red. Everything pretty much came down a huge amount. I just kept getting notifications on my phone. Oh, my God. JASMY's down 10%. XRP's down 10%. It's like, oh, my God, every big coin that you are holding is probably down an average of somewhere between 5 and 10%. It's insane what's going on right now. But again, if you took advantage of today, it was amazing. JASMY fell down to 2.5, I believe, in the middle of the day. If you wanted to pick up some JASMY, it was a good time to do it. 2.75, something like that I remember seeing on Coinbase. This is a little higher than that, though. It's already retracing almost back up to 3 cents. That's insane. Again, we got a lot of stuff to cover. There's a lot more awareness happening with JASMY. So I do not want to stop talking about it because it's going to be insane. And we have another player in the space with IoT again, pushing a little more the American market interest as well. I'm going to get into that. It's going to be insane. BSV's up 5% today, which is crazy. Another 5% move on the day. Bonk. Again, the memes, guys. You know how I feel about the meme coins. I'll get back in, but maybe when it gets. Maybe there's a coin that speaks to me. I still have a whole bunch of Corgi AI. You can say that's still kind of an out there meme token. But yeah, Near's up 0.6. Nothing's really up, and this is on the hour. This is just on the hour. BSV is up 5%. That's crazy, insane. Any other takeaways? I just don't know, man. Nothing's really up enough yet. On the day, everything's still down. Anyway, moving on. Of course, this is the major indicator for Bitcoin, for me anyway. How many biddies are on the exchanges? Let me refresh that just in case anything happened, because things are moving really rapid right now. Okay, so it looks like all of the exchanges, we still haven't had a huge dump of Bitcoin back on there. Before I go too far, Focus One says 0.026 on KuCoin. Okay. Well, KuCoin's up. But yeah, it looks like we're still sitting at that 2.48 million left on exchanges, right? And that's of course after we are pretty much done. I think there's a little bit more left for them to dump back on the Kraken. That's, of course, the Mt. Gox sell-off. But look at that dwindling. It's just slowly dwindling out. BlackRock is having a heyday. They're getting Bitcoin cheaper than they should be, right? And hopefully you guys aren't selling it directly to them. All right. That's what we got there. And then, we just want to kind of, want to dive right into this right after that. Of course, that is what we just looked at, right? All the Bitcoin exchanges, and particularly on Kraken, that's where they're distributing these Mt. Gox payments, right? Of Bitcoin payments. It looks like they confirmed that the completion of the Bitcoin payments to 17,000 creditors are now have been reimbursed for what that's worth, right? What it was worth in the dollar amounts, not the token amounts. Again, criminal. I know, criminal. Of course. What does that remind you of? Yours truly, FTX. These, of course, are my legendary 2021 FTX fortune cookies. These are totally out of print. I'm sure they're going to be worth something someday. Maybe to the right person. Anyway, Mt. Gox Bitcoin payments update as of July 31st, yesterday. The statement by the defunct crypto exchange Mt. Gox provided an update to the creditor payout process, which commenced earlier in the month. Mt. Gox confirmed their transfer of the owned Bitcoin and the Bitcoin Cash repayments. Again, there was also Bitcoin Cash rolled into this. Again, Dino coins, man. So Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin. To the designated exchanges by the rehabilitation trustee occurring on July 5th and through the 31st. Following repayments of the July 5th, 16th, and 24th on July on 2024 and on July 31st, 2024, the rehabilitation trustee made repayments in Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. It's coming, guys. We're almost out of this. If some of the rehabilitation creditors through the same the designated cryptocurrency exchanges, etc. The statement read the follows: announced by the two designated exchanges, Kraken and Bitstamp. I wonder how much is really getting dumped on Bitstamp. We could go back and check real quick, but that's probably not worth it. On July 24th, who uses Bitstamp anymore? July 24th and 26th, respectively, confirming the distribution of the portions of the creditor's settlement. Mt. Gox added that over 17,000 rehabilitation creditors have been received payments due to this date. However, despite the large number, several other creditors have taken to the Reddit group Mt. Gox Solvency with complaints about not receiving their payments. So it's still a little bit left out there to kind of push out. But the majority of it's gone. Again, we went through the Mt. Gox settlement. We went through the Germany sell-off, right? And of course, we're going to probably go through a little bit of America too in the coming weeks, possibly weeks. That's what's going on. It's still not shaking the price, right? We're still sitting around the 60K level. Again, oh my God, there's so much stuff to go over. I don't know if you guys seen that new Plan B video he put out, updating his stock to flow chart model. Mostly just a refresher, just kind of reviewing for new people in the space. That's really great that he did that, because there's so many people not aware of the stock to flow model and what happened in 2021. If you guys who know, you were there, right? In 2021, when the stock to flow model allegedly was invalidated, according to Plan B, it was not invalidated. We were supposed to hit 100K, but probably because of Mt. Gox selling off and maybe playing a little bit of whale games with their Bitcoin, we did not touch those levels. Anywho, check that out. I don't have time to go through all the day. We got a lot of stuff to go through, but just one reminder, of course. Another reminder, if you guys haven't checked out that Bitcoin, one of you guys, I think it was Stanley. I think it was Stanley that called it out on, I think it was like Friday last week. It might have been over the weekend while we were doing the live coverage with Trump, about the Bitcoin documentary. It's free. It's on YouTube. It's great. I wish something like that existed when I got in 2020, because learning this stuff is hard, and it's hard for normies, man. And it's a really informational video. So check that out if you got some time. It's about an hour and a half long. I actually learned a little bit of myself. The big takeaway I had from it was the cultural references and the cultural way it's going to affect different cultures and countries. I mean, women, giving women the power to, have money in Afghanistan, and among other things. So it's interesting. Check it out if you can. It also touches religion and spirituality as well. Anyhow, top 10 assets on the entire world, right? The world stays, not just crypto. Bitcoin's still sitting at number 9 as we teeter-totter closer to getting out past outpaced by Meta. Again, not a huge deal. It took Bitcoin only 15 years to get to the top 10, in the top 10. It's insane. It's incredible. Never fade that metric. It's insane. Some of these have been around for decades, hundreds of years. Like gold, thousands of years, right? And it only took 15 years for Bitcoin to be worth a $1.3 trillion asset. Anyway, we're going to flip silver again soon. It'll happen. It's going to happen maybe this year. We'll see. All right, and then going back into the Bitcoin treasuries again. I just want to kind of note MicroStrategy picking up some more Bitcoin. They actually bought a little bit more, and now they're looking to get into at least $2 billion, possibly more, on loan. We have an article to go over that. MicroStrategy's again continuing their Bitcoin strategy, and hopefully you guys are doing so as well, or something similar, right? All right, and then let's. I don't think this is up to date. Of course, I did read that. Yesterday was actually the 31st. This is a lot. They have a lot more accumulated than by the 29th. That was like 3 days ago. They just purchased another 1,100 yesterday. So they're probably already up to close to 350,000. Really close. Maybe 345 by now. So keeping an eye on that as well as they gobble up everything. Don't give it to them, man. Don't be stupid. Don't sell your biddies. Anyway, HODL be thy name. Okay, so again, all crypto assets, just looking at the top 10 to seeing if anything moved with Cardano, Tron, Avalanche, still kind of sitting in the same sort of spots. Nothing really new to see here. It looks like we do have a lot of coins just kind of hanging in there. I'm surprised that Ethereum, man, is down to 3.2 thousand. What the heck? That's insane. 3,200. Focus One says silver has been the most manipulated asset for the last 150 years. Yeah, that's right. JP Morgan's been caught with their pants down with gold and silver. They've been manipulating the market forever. That's right. It's going to triple in price this year, though. I believe it. I definitely believe it. As they're calling, for gold to just run as well. The war stuff, man. The war stuff's going to push it. Look at this. We have a little tiny bit of a leg down, getting closer to that basically fire sale. Oh, we like that basically fire sale, guys, right? We definitely do, because we have a little bit of fun on the channel when we were back in the fire sale range, setting some stuff on fire, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we're making a little bit of a leg down right now, still in that buy zone, buy territory. Of course, this is the Bitcoin rainbow chart, Mondo Cat's favorite chart, for those who know. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. I can't believe we're still in these levels. Look how low we are compared to all the other cycles. We are about ready to pop, according to, of course, Plan B as well. Anyway, moving on. Before I get into some of these articles, I hand chose again because I'm trying to give us some hope, right? Some hopium. I love pushing the positivity because we need it, guys. We sit here and we wait and we sit on our hands and we're levitating basically with patience. But look at these articles today, guys. It's so much fun. North Carolina lower chamber overturns governor's veto on cryptocurrency ban. That's not too much fun. Breaking Coinbase announces earning report. Bitcoin miner shares unexpectedly misses Wall Street's estimates. Bitcoin hedging higher. Bitwise, we covered that yesterday, predicts. Bitcoin price crumbles at 62K support. BlackRock is tokenized building fund. Yeah, this I got pulled up. We'll dive into that for a little bit as well. On the margin, what to make of the latest FOMC meeting? Bitcoin down 10% since July 29th. I mean, stack, weak investor conviction could lead to further losses. I mean, guys, it's all over the place. I just can't. And it's not just crypto news. It's also Cointelegraph. It's kind of a little bit of everyone everywhere. It's just nuts. So, again, I just wanted to kind of reiterate that. There's a lot of FUD right now. Ignore it. You guys know if you've been in the space long enough what's coming. Anyway, I wanted to kind of just catch a little touch on this. JASMY, yes, that's right. JASMY, I actually created a JASMY-chan avatar or character model for our space, a motto or a mascot for JASMY, and I shared that on X. Why? Because there's so much awareness happening right now. We had, and I shared, we talked about Ben Armstrong, you know, Crypto Ben, BitBoy Crypto, right? Talking about how he's so excited for JASMY yesterday. And he sees us, right? He understands us now. And then, of course, if you just Google JASMY right now, this is the most videos I've ever seen anyone. Look, there's us. Yeah, and of course, JASMY Chan's jumping out there on the spot. But yeah, everyone, man, is talking about this. And I'm so hyped to finally see JASMY in the spotlight. It's taken years. I remember no one was talking about JASMY in 2022, 2023. We've come a long way. And so I wanted to point out that and kind of dedicate a little bit of news to it, of course, today. That is Coinbase reveals major support for Mu, JASMY, and Meme. Coinbase announced support for these coins, introducing perpetual futures listings for and sparking market interest despite current price volatility. So yeah, it looks like they're leading. You know the leading coin. You know who Coinbase is, guys. So yeah, it looks like this announcement has received immense traction from the market participants, and it's to bolster market sentiment, with the exchange listing perpetual futures and the cryptocurrencies starting in August 8th, 2024. Anticipations are high with the potential recovery. So yeah, I mean, these other ones are memes though, which bugs me. Because JASMY's not a scam. JASMY's not, it's got actual utility. Yeah, we've got other ones too that are going to counter some of that utility. We're going to cover right after this segment as well. Another big token that I hold, and I'm sure some of you guys hold as well. Stanley says, by the way, I want to ask where I can see the live liquidity chart and etc. Is it free? Yeah, it's all free, man. You can see. You're talking about Bitcoin's live liquidity. Yeah, it's out there, man. So yeah, meanwhile, the phrase, the announcement, feeling like a cat in a dog's world, question mark, encapsulates the launch of Mu. Of course, that's a cat in a dog's world. Yeah, I don't want to cover too much of that. They even say, yeah, Coinbase's support for the cryptocurrency comes at a time when the market is experiencing volatility, introducing a perpetual futures for Mu, JASMY, and Meme. Offers trades the opportunity to engage with these assets. Perpetual futures allow traders to speculate the price of movements. It's really strange because I don't know why they're saying about JASMY's been on Coinbase now for quite a while. So I was wondering what the heck they were going for on this one. But yeah, support for the leading meme underscores. On the other hand, JASMY, another supported cryptocurrency, has been on the radar for many investors, known for its data democratization. That's right, guys. And user privacy. JASMY has garnered significant attention. Coinbase backing is expected to enhance JASMY's visibility and trading volume, potentially driving up its market value. Yeah, so I'm excited for any any implementation of JASMY. It's coming. And we got this back in the news again. We haven't talked about the JASMY PlayStation news in a long time. I think back in February of this year, I think the last time we mentioned it. Of course, the Bank of Japan also was flooded into the mix with potentially, settlement or using settlement on Polygon. Now, of course, JASMY is back in the spotlight. Of course, talking about Hara, of course, previous Sony CEO, right, president, regarding the PlayStation thing. He mentioned that the world. There was a video I had pulled up. If I can get down far enough to find it. He mentioned PlayStation in a recent video interview. And he said specifically, I don't know if you can hear it. It's really hard for me to even hear it. But he basically said specifically that even when the PS3 was out, they tried to analyze the data. And so that it looks like there's potentially a connection with JASMY and Sony's PlayStation consoles coming in the future. Again, IoT, guys, IoT. Your washing machine, right? If you have a smart washing machine, your refrigerator, if you have a smart refrigerator, your car, if you have a smart car, it's all going to interconnect. And it's going to share data with potentially, big institutions that you could sell off or choose to keep your data private in JASMY's data locker. And I'm still working on a video, guys. I know a lot of you guys asked me about that. I'm still working on a video. And again, my JASMY, my JASMY mascot was part of that development as well. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on there. And then today, Paul Barron covered this. Polkadot. Polkadot apparently has a similar thing they're developing for gift cards and other devices. Particularly, they were talking about vehicles and your data with IoT devices being shared and sold as, again, same concept as JASMY, possibly more tailored for the American market, to sell off your data, again, to the highest bidder if you were to go to travel and that sort of thing. So here, look at this video. It's pretty intense.
In stores and websites across the US. And later this year, we are looking to launch international support, but that's not all of it. On every purchase, you will be able to get up to 20% cashback in DOT, funded by the brands you shop at. This app, we're looking at launching this app in Q3 this year.
I think what a lot of folks don't realize is Starbucks is actually a bank that sells coffee. 55% of all of Starbucks' transactions are on a Starbucks card, which is a gift card. And so we're seeing this as an industry trend, which is retailers are leveraging gift cards as a means to drive loyalty. We're tied in directly into their point of sale systems where we can issue cards on demand to any retailer. And
it is quite eye-opening if you just realize the size of it and the growth rates over the last, 10 years, right?
It's at $1 trillion this year, right? And we're going to get to about $2.5 trillion in the next 5 or 6 years globally.
All right, so I don't know that you guys.
So isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that they're looking to do a similar thing? Doing a similar thing. I don't know if I had the other portion of that video on there, but they also went into, again, the same kind of concept. Apparently, they want a piece of that market, and they've been touting that for a while now. It's not something new, but it is going to be kind of a game changer for the United States and our consumers. I mean, we're talking about loyalty and rewards and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's going to completely change the way we interact everything in the internet, and of course, our rewards-based systems for these major chains like Burger King was on that list and everything else. It's crazy. So I'm getting a little more bullish back into Polkadot. I do have a bag, of course. I have to again show my bags a little bit, but technology's sound, man. When you have sound technology, it's coming. Good things are coming. Anywho, so we're moving on. This of course brings us to our my favorite segment. Dystopian future! Of course, that's when AI, robots, and algorithms are going to be rolling the economies, taking over all your jobs. And that is, of course, if you are possibly like this man I just showed on here. If you're a driver, if you're a telemarketer, if you're a lawyer, an accountant, a data entry clerk, your job is being threatened. We're talking about 60 to 80% of all U.S. jobs are going to be replaced by robots and AI. That's, of course, if you're a bookkeeper, receptionist, bank teller, travel agent, factory worker, fast food worker, customer service, representative of all types, man, especially if you work at McDonald's like me. And then, of course, AI, AI in video games is going to replace all the NPCs, even developers, film writer, script writer, all the things, all the writers, everything. And of course your friends and your romantic loved ones. Oh my god, dude, they're going to be replaced. Those robots are coming, they're going to do stuff in the bedroom that you haven't even heard of yet. It's all happening. It's happening very soon, according to this man here.
Yeah,
this is on X.
So there's a lot of people from my last video saying that nothing's coming, nothing's going to happen, I'm paranoid, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is where I'm working, okay? I'll read that. That's where I'm working right now. The man who owns that company, I'll say Elon Tusk. Y'all know Elon Tusk. Find the rhyme, the rhythm. He has us working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. I'm an electrician. I wire up all the machinery that they're using to build the trucks. I'm wiring up all the machinery that they are using to build these robots, okay? We are working 12 hours, 7 days a week. I have worked for TikTok. I have worked for Amazon. I have worked for Samsung. I have worked for Fortune 500 companies all year. Nobody is pushing their people like this, okay? 12-hour shifts. He is trying to complete this for something. I promise you, bro, soon as these robots go online, it will kill 80% of the job force. All you people driving trucks in restaurants, who don't think this can happen in Japan, they already have robots serving tables. They already
showed
have
that at the beginning of the year.
nurses that are being robotically projected from monitors to help patients. Your job is not safe, okay? 80% of the workforce will be killed by these robots. As soon as he puts these AIs inside of these robots, I promise you, bro, they will think, be smarter, faster, and they do not need to sleep, bro. We call in. I called in 3 days ago because I work.
I don't want to play the whole thing, but yeah, shout out to this guy, Vision for the Blind, posted this. So whoever this guy is, man, he's absolutely right. I've been preaching about this every single day all year. It's insane. It's coming. It's coming. Bring on the sexy robots, says Focus One. Oh man. So AZ Marine, that of course was Polkadot I showed earlier in the little brief video before this segment, the Dystopian Future segment, of course, my favorite one. Yeah, that was Polkadot. And Polkadot. I do have bags of both though, Polkadot or Cosmos. And of course that brings us to the birds, guys. You guys know how birds work? I mean, come on, everyone knows how birds work. All right, I'm just joshing. I just love that. Oh man, so yeah, Buildle, guys. This is huge. We talk about this all the time. BlackRock, this is an exclusive crypto club, right? You have to have at least $1 million or so to play. I think $1.2 million to play in this backyard for Buildle. It pays out dividends. We're talking about traditional TradFi. They want their dividends. They want everything to reenact, like to basically be treated like a stock. And what's great? Dividends from stocks. So that's what Buildle has been producing now, and they're already up to about $7 million in dividends, given out to all the holders of these coins, these tokens, since the beginning of the year. I mean, this launched back in March, I think. Yeah, March. It's at the end of that right there. So yeah, I mean, we've been covering this for a while. I just wanted to kind of quickly dive right back into it because again, this is not stopping, man. TradFi they want their solution in Web3, and it's going to be like Larry Fink said. We showed the videos all the time. Larry Fink wants everything to be a tokenized security, everything to be traded 24/7, and then you're going to do that possibly in Texas by the end of the year. Woo! BlackRock's tokenized US dollar. Yeah. Institutional digital liquidity fund. Buildle is an investment vehicle holding U.S. State Treasury bills, cash, and repurchase agreements. That's, of course, RWA, guys. Real world assets. If you don't have a real world asset play in your portfolio, definitely think about diversifying into one. There's a lot of them out there. Buildle is one of them. Most of us can't really get involved. But there's also Mantle. There's also Ondo and a bunch of others out there in the space. Take a look and yeah, definitely have a play because it's coming. According to the asset tokenized security, securitized Buildle paid investors $265,400 dividends in March alone. That's crazy. 1.2 million in April. Look at that. It's progressively getting bigger in their output in dividends, and where they are currently at 2.2 million in July. That's crazy. They're already like double since they started 3 months ago. Nuts. So BlackRock's tokenized U.S. Treasury fund makes it big. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore this, guys. Don't ignore it. I don't want to go too much into this, but again, I just wanted to touch base. This is still happening. It's still gonna. The big guys want their piece, man. Trocdano, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Great to have you back, man. Yeah, we were talking about. I think it was either you or Stanley who had kind of called out that the YouTube documentary, which is great, by the way. I watched it. I did watch it. Yeah, so I do recommend people to take a look because I wish we had something like that back 4 years ago that we could have learned a lot easier from. So yeah, thanks for recommending that. AZ Marine says, got a big bag of JASMY, want to invest in one of those before the bull run. Yeah, for sure, man. Russia to permit use of crypto for global payments amid Western sanctions. Yeah, so Russia, of course, wants to continue getting in the space with BRICS. Again, I know we already went through our dystopian future segment, but BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and Saudi Arabia, and Iran, and many others. And now El Salvador is looking to get in the mix. If El Salvador gets, man, I'm gonna feel it. It's gonna hurt, but they got to do what they got to do. We got to break this legacy market, this legacy system, and get off of this fiat trash. It's trash, guys. All right, so yeah, it looks like they are jumping in and they're tokenizing the ruble, from what I've heard. They're going to create a digital ruble, and last I heard it's going to be enacted. It's going to take 5 to 6 years to basically take over. So yeah, the risk of secondary sanctions have grown. They make payments for imports difficult, and that, of course, is a concern of a wide range of goods. This is, of course, Putin. Putin also said this as well when his Tucker Carlson interview. We did that, of course, live reaction when that dropped. That was awesome. Again, we should be able to hear these world leaders. We should not have this censorship going on. We should know what's going on. It's a 2024, right? We're ushering in Web 3. Like, what the heck are we doing? We still can't even get, proper news sources here in America. Anyway, so yeah, that's affecting Russia really big right now. Of course, their stranglehold on only transacting in this silly, dollar bill. And now, everyone else wants to get away from that. And yeah, we withheld all of the goods leaving Russia. I wonder what the vodka industry has done in the last few years since that was enacted by Biden's administration. All right, so yeah, within BRICS, we're working in shaping on the independent payment system free from political pressure, abuse, and external sanctional interference. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, guys. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Bitcoin price could crash to 58,000 as $2.35 billion in options expire. That's right. We're at the end of the month. What happens at the end of the month? Options expire. And yeah, some of this sell-off is also attributing to this options expiring. Yeah, it's coming. Man, you guys are blowing up the chat tonight. Wow. So yeah, JASMY, yeah, Kurt Donald, of course, is a huge JASMY fan as well. It's interesting. He says he thinks. What? I'm assuming Putin. All right, Putin. Burger King stayed in Russia, and you respect that. Wow. Starbucks left though. They did. Very well. Oh God, I know you guys are a fan of your Whopper Wednesdays. I do partake every once in a while. I like to have an Impossible Whopper myself. All right, so yeah, let's gonna get a little bit into this. When do the options expire? I think they expire tomorrow, don't they? Usually it's Friday, the last Friday of the month. The options expire. Of course, we've got tomorrow approximately 2.93 billion in crypto options set to expire. Dude, we're going to see some fluctuations, so that's for sure, some volatility from that. Weekly expiry Friday, 8 a.m. UTC. I don't even know what UTC is, man. We're ESD here. EST here. UTC to EST. What do we got going on? We got a party in here tonight. Yeah, that's right, Truck Donna. I'm actually not familiar with Arc Block AZ Marine. There's too many coins in space, but I'm curious what you guys think about that. UTC, the EST time converter. Oh, come on, man. Just tell me what time it is. It's your Google. You should know. Jesus. Geez. So that's... What is that? I don't even know. What is it? We're talking about Friday. Oh my God. Is it 5 hours ahead? 4 or 5 hours ahead of EST. Come on. It's 5 hours behind. 5 hours behind Universal Time. So it's Universal Time. So we're 5 hours behind that. So 5 would be 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I believe it's when the expiration dates. Expiration is gonna expire on these trades. So yeah, we got some. Yeah, it's gonna happen overnight. We're gonna wake up and see something interesting. That's for sure. That's terrible too because that's when China closes. So we're probably gonna see a big sell-off from my experience in the market. Anyway, Ripple's $10 million bet aims to tokenize U.S. Treasury bills. I do not know how I feel about this, guys. I don't like them being involved with this. Of course, that again kind of leads into CBDC type territory, as they also are. Ripple's also handling, I think, it was Argentina's CBDC. So XRP price to $1? Question mark. A brief sell-off on Wednesday curtailed the early week XRP movement, which toppled at 65 cents. However, traders seem to be ready for another trend reversal, which could see Ripple price overcome resistance at 72 cents and rally to $1. That would be insane, man. We've been waiting for this damn token to get back up. I think the highest we ever got was what in the last few years. It was like 85 cents last year, I think it rallied to after some positive news in the SEC case, which is pretty much a nothing burger now. Remember, guys? Remember we covered it the other night? These aren't securities, right? These aren't securities based on new laws. Most of the coins we know today are not securities. Nonsense. So quit holding our space back. Jesus. So AZ Marine says U.S. military uses Zulu time for some stuff. Of course, the Marine in the chat would know. Zulu time is basically Britain as well. And yeah, did I go to public school? I did go to public school. That's why I don't know this. It's so funny. Focus one, yes. Of course, as I like to say, of course, self-education will be the way you make your fortune, right? It's the way to make real wealth. As you know, going to school, you're not going to be making. You're going to make a living. You're just not going to make life-changing wealth. Anyway, Ripple's $10 million bet aims to tokenize U.S. Treasury bill, right? So XRP targets is $1 million. Ripple's expanding cryptocurrency industry niche sectors, partnering with Open Eden Labs. That's of course coming back off of their announcement of having a stable coin, a Ripple stable coin, the real dollar, right? So yeah, partnering up with Open Eden Labs to merge the real-world asset sector and blockchain payments. Open Eden believes that this is one of the best use cases of tokenized money market funds, such as the T-bill tokens, is being utilized for payments. This collaboration intends to achieve benefits in capital efficiency, yield enhancement, and risk management. Yeah, I mean, I'm not excited, but I mean, again, Ripple in the news moves the price, so we'll see if it moves the needle by the end of the week. XRP price on the cusp of the rebound. Of course, if you bought at 53 cents, you experienced a major recovery amid growing optimism about a settlement between Ripple and the Securities Exchange Commission. It's pretty much over. They have nothing to fight about anymore. There's no leg in that case. So yeah, conversely, the likelihood of Ripple surpassing 70 cents significantly diminishes if the 53.2 support level is breached by the weekly time frame. A potential of 21% correction to the 4. Wow, if we drop to 42 cents, that'd be a huge pickup level, guys. So level support. So yeah, that's what's going on with XRP recently. I feel dirty. I just feel so dirty sometimes. I mean, it's not even about the price, the amount, because XRP has still a stable coin. Yeah. So for some free stuff. What free stuff? I want free stuff. If it's free, it's for me. It's what I always say. So yeah, that's what's going on with XRP. Donald Trump site list limited edition Bitcoin sneakers for as much as $500. We covered this yesterday, but I wanted to reiterate it because I noticed on the bottom of this article. I wanted to play this real quick so we can get another eye view on it. It shows another picture down here. It shows these guys on eBay right now trending to over $2,500. Some of these listings. Look at that! It's insane. So that's a quick update on the shoe, the Trump shoes, man. As high as $2,500 on eBay already. Pretty quick mover, man. If you grab some of those shoes, that's a easy money, man. Easy money. All right, and then this one, man, I got so excited when I saw this. Focus one. You and I have been talking more and more about this for like the past few weeks. I could not believe that I saw an article about this because it's really taken home to me. This is kind of one of my back pocket plans, right? We make enough money in the space. Don't even need to make enough money. And that's what it outlines here, that people are doing this nomad type lifestyle. I could not believe they outlined exactly what we've been talking about, man. Exactly. This came out about 6 hours ago. They're just a quick little video. I don't want to play it. Just want to well, we can play the intro.
That definitely our values align with crypto in the sense where we believe in privacy, we believe in freedom, we believe in being able to transfer not only yourself but also your wealth all over the world where you're treated best, as Garode said. And I think crypto really emanates those values and echoes those values, and that's why about 35% of our clientele at this point is at least crypto exposed. So
yeah, so it's crazy because it's exactly that mindset. Like, I don't need to be here. I can be anywhere in the world. Why? Because Bitcoin is global. Bitcoin's not tied to a government, right? We can literally go anywhere we want. We're not stuck. And our value is held anywhere we go, and it's going to be valued anywhere we go, because one Bitcoin is always what, guys? One Bitcoin, right? And that's what matters. So yeah, the chat right now, speaking of military, what's up with a DAG? I'm not familiar with that token either, man. I'm not, I got a lot of Dino coins. So the last market, 4 years cycle has been kind of a lot of Dino coins. Accumulation for me. For centuries, the world's elite has possessed the knowledge and an asset to planning to transcend national borders. This could actually, ultimately, that's not going to happen overnight. Maybe in the next 100 years, we could actually see open borders in a way that is actually obtainable. It's possible, right? Because right now you can only really visit a country. You have to get a work visa. You have to move, and you have to maybe in some countries you have to denounce your citizenship. Focus and I have been kind of doing a lot of research on this lately. There's just so many hoops you got to jump through just to get to another country to live there permanently, or even have dual citizenship. Only some countries offer that. It's interesting what's going to happen in the future as this asset class becomes mainstream. Adoption is here. It's coming. Governments are taking over. They're starting to dive in. It's happening faster than I ever anticipated. That's for sure. Taxes and international insurance policies. You imagine a global tax? That'd be insane. And we're talking about corporations running the world. Blade Runner, right? Blade Runner. That type of next level stuff. In many cases, people in the West tend to overlook the fact that the West might be great for certain things, but there are also great options that are far beyond our borders, right? So Latin America, Southeast Asia, even Africa might be the right place for that right kind of person. And I agree. The more and more I look at the world and I look into these exotic nations and like Cairo and India and it's incredible how far you can stretch your dollar in some of these locales as well. I think if it does become that sort of a trend that people travel more, I think the other nations will appreciate better as well against Bitcoin and not the US dollar. So I thought that, again, I was just so tickled when I saw this article. Again, it's huge. It's a novel. Again, stuff we talk about all the time. And people are talking about it too. It's not just us. Don't move to Cairo. Yeah, you definitely want to see the pyramids. But yes, crime rate's pretty high. I agree. Philippines is the easiest to move to. Oh, wow. Yeah, and we looked into that. We looked into that as well. Focus One and I think the top few places we were looking at: Philippines, Vietnam, and what was the third one? Thailand? I think it was Thailand. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get out there and travel and just explore. Again, if it happens to happen. Be the thing to do. Take advantage of it. All right, here we go, guys. It's time for the normies. It's time for the normies. We put it off long enough. There's a lot of funny things popping off too. I do want to share some of these things I found. These memes going on. Really, really funny. I don't know if you guys seen some of these. Let me. I know I reposted them. We can pull them up really fast. It was that one. It was right after this. Yeah, you guys are in JASMY, right? When you hodled JASMY for the last 3 years. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Yep. Let that fire burn. Yep. And of course, if you're like me, this is what I do every single day as I short the dollar. Currently with JASMY, before with Bitcoin, the last 2 years. Now this year with JASMY. Crypto. That's your spending for the month in crypto. This is your food. Dude, I've gone weeks on just potatoes. I'm just telling you right now, man. It's worth it. It's worth it when you can throw another 100, an extra 300, whatever it is, back into JASMY. I'm doing currently $10 a day in JASMY. Jack Mallers came out. He put this out. That was really awesome. Very motivational. I don't have time to get it. This was really funny. In the world, the weirdest stuff people post, man. Yeah, there's a lot of. This one was good too. In 2024, you have one Bitcoin in cold storage, and this is your point of view. Yes, that's what my daily commute looks like. Oh my god. Yeah, JASMY's gonna melt faces. I think all crypto. I think most crypto's gonna melt faces. There's gonna be some losers, right? That's why you diversify. But I think a lot of this is gonna happen. It's gonna be oh yeah. This one was funny too. You saw the market this morning? Yeah. Saw the market this morning?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Oh my god, it was a lot of fun today, man. A lot of the market reaction, really, really funny. Yeah, so that's what's going on with the normies on X, and of course, Bitcoiners, hodlers, man, hodlers, hodling strong. We don't care about them fires in the background. All right, so yeah, this is going on. Of course, the normies. Look at the trends today. This is the normies. A lot of stuff going on with the. Yeah, this I've seen this highlighted. I'm sure you guys seen it as well. Is that out downtown LA? Yeah, those fires were definitely in downtown LA. Yeah, right off the curb of Skid Row. You know it. You know it. But sadly, it might be in every town soon. So yeah, that boxing match that or the MMA. I think it's. I don't know. The Olympics going on right now, guys. It's unfair. It's unfair. It's unfortunate. They did pit. I'm sure you guys seen it. A female fighter with a non-biological male fighter, and it's gaining momentum, and it's all over X. It's not fair, and she, again, someone who trains their entire life for something like that, and to be put up against someone who's not in the same class, it's just not fair. It's not fair. Algeria, again, Olympic, yeah, like the person she fought against, I assume. I don't know, man. This normie stuff. I don't know this stuff. That's why we look at it every day. We follow the money, you follow the normies, vice versa. Follow the normies, you follow the money. And there's nothing making us money with the normies these days. NFL, yep, NFL roundup, league updates, Olympic golf. I've been getting out there and going golfing lately, guys. I'm trying to fit in with the rich people, you know. I've got some more golf videos, I'm sure, coming as it's becoming a silly hobby of mine now. Evan Gershkovich, prisoner swap for free. Yeah, I guess we swapped freedom. I don't know. Rebecca Andrade. A lot of stuff happening, man. I can't keep up with Cardi B. Apparently she's pregnant again. Lollapalooza. Garden Hayward, Common App, August. Batman Cape Crusader. Oh yeah, okay. It looks like it's the X-Men '97 equivalent for DC. Looks like Batman Adventures back when I was a kid. Carrie Underwood, interesting. I don't know why. And USA Women's Basketball Team. Yikes. So the normies aren't really, they're not paying attention to our space. They're not even paying attention to the stock prices. That's interesting. Of course, this is a Google trends for Bitcoin. Falling down to 46. We were at a high of 52 right after the Bitcoin conference. So we did slip a bit. All right, and that's what we got today for the normies and the news. Crazy times, guys. Crazy days. Turk Donald says he loves golf. I'm warming up to it. We'll see. Yeah, so what's going on with Bitcoin? Well, we pretty much invalidated this megaphone pattern we've been watching since Trump and RFK talking at the conference, right? So I think we can pretty much clean this up now, kind of see where we're at. Still sideways, though. I mean, maybe we just keep that as a new low, and move on forward. We probably need a new... again, I don't really think there's anything really big here until we break out of the main trending pattern. And that is, of course, this 3-month downward trajectory we've been watching now for the last 3 months since we broke up and we made the all-time high back in March. It's a 3-month long, drawn out, leg down, and then we're waiting for that, next leg up. And yeah, I think it was that one night Truck Dono and I were hanging out and we found this, of course, inverse head and shoulders back here. All I did was kind of copy the bar pattern or put it on top of here, and it followed it pretty strongly until we got all this FUD, the silly FUD with the governments and the Bitcoin sell-offs and all the nonsense, right? So again, I don't want to completely invalidate this, although it's done with our current narrative. It's done. The macro stuff's going to change this stuff, guys, but it did play out. Everyone saw the similar patterns, right? It's typically what happens with the inverse head and shoulders. But yeah, it looks like we're getting a bit of a Bart Simpson candle downward and pushing back up into the early trading hours for Japan and Germany and China right now at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. AZ Marines, he's got to go. Oh, you got to do you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Again, thanks for, it's awesome. We definitely had a party tonight, guys. Definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's not on the phone. You have a beer and good times? Yeah, that's exactly. You guys seen my little shorts where I'm just running around the golf cart, just having something to drink? It's a good time. Jesus. See you, AZ. See you. I'm assuming. Yeah, we will catch you guys later if you got to head out. But yeah, that's kind of what I see happening with Bitcoin. Again, downward until it breaks out of this. It's going to be 70K. We've been watching it every day. And the longer we go and we stay in these ranges, I mean, the least amount we have to push out. I mean, if we take this all the way into September, we only really need to get it up to 69K to invalidate this again. If we bounce off, like, 69K is hard. I've been saying it all year. 69K is a very hard support to break. It's the previous all-time high. I got PTSD there. I'm sure you guys have PTSD there. It's driving me nuts. September green. I think September is going to be insane. Some of these, these predictions out there right now are crazy. We're talking like some of these people are talking about like a two times a 2x for Bitcoin specifically. 100 up to 120K in September. Yeah, it really depends on what happens. Again, the Fed rate cut is going to dictate everything. And to me, it's a nothing burger. It's 25 basis points. I'm not even going to do anything financially with 25 basis points. I'm going to sit on my hands until they have at least 3 or 4 Fed rate cuts. Because, I mean, I would like to refinance some things as well. I'm sure you guys would too. And then when we get that information, we get the Fed to cut, that's when it's all going to happen. Stocks are going to go crazy. Crypto is going to go crazy. The housing market's going to get stupid. Yeah, we're going to see some gnarly stuff, that's for sure. So again, I don't want to kind of take us off the road here when it comes to our trend patterns, but this is what I see. This is what I think is, again, we have to stay above here and invalidate that long drawn out 3-month trend, and it's going to take us to break out to like 7,500, maybe even 71K to really push us into the upper echelon of a new cycle, right? A new rally. So that's what I see going on for Bitcoin right now. Again, we're just playing the waiting game, and as we accumulate as much as we can these lower levels with all these coins. So everything's following Bitcoin. Even JASMY, down, touching, of course, the same level. That's crazy. That just bounced right off of there again. Again, we just see these as well. Ethereum. I still feel bad for Ethereum, man. The little coin that could or couldn't, right? Again, I would love big things to happen for our L2s, but I'm still not very bullish on Ethereum. I've got a bag, but it's just been a mess. But yeah, nothing really different or changing here. We've gotten a little bit more pushback and falling down. This is really good today. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's $158. Wow. That fell down to 158 today on Solana. That's incredible. I definitely should have paid attention to that. I would have loved to pick up another one. And then there's XRP. I still don't know what's up with this candle, guys. I'm not sure what the heck that was about. And it's still a mystery to me. This is, of course, on the USDT. So that's the Tether trading pair. So interesting stuff. And AVAX falling down even further. Look at that, $25. Damn. And again, so many bullish narratives happening for AVAX. AVAX, of course, having the DMV news, partnering up with the California DMV. So that's happening. But other than that, where do we kind of see Bitcoin tonight? You know what? I'm gonna give a little bit of predictions because it's fun. I like doing it, and I'm right a lot of the times, and it's just stupid. It's just stupid because we're all hodling. I'm not selling any Bitcoin. I'm not trading Bitcoin anymore. I'm past that. I was over that in the end of 2021. No more trading Bitcoin. No more catching that falling knife. No more predicting the tops or the bottoms. And DCA is the way. Because it's about time in the market, not timing the market, right? That's what we talk about all the time. So that candle is only on MEXC, and just as an exchange-specific thing, the fat finger trade most likely on that XRP candle. That's interesting. I did not know that. That was a MEXC debacle. Jesus. I'll have to confirm that because I've got some coins on MEXC as well. Because MEXC is the place to be. All right, so anyway, of course, the things we look at every single day. What time is it? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, what happens? Japan open. Japan's been open now for about an hour. About an hour and a half, I believe. I think it's 10:30 over there now in the morning, and their market opens around 9. So they already started the day, and they're already doing their thing. What's it look like? Well, again, what I normally do is I just look at the heat map. What's going on with the heat map? And again, I'm just doing stupid, simple stuff. I'm not a trader by any means. I just see things in the charts and I just run with it. So yeah, if we look into bring up Kimba, of course, Kimba the White Snow Lion, and of course we got a free heat map. It looks kind of looks like the Bulls and the Bears are just kind of fighting it out. Yeah, you know the thing. So what I think is going to happen, since there's not real huge volatility one way or the other, is we're probably going to see them probably retest this line here, go down, drop it to retest, maybe even fall there. Who knows? Maybe we go down all the way, retest, come back up. Where are we at now? We're at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's usually around the time where China again opens up around midnight to 3 a.m. That's when the big moves really start. And we can retest that back in the morning as well, right around 3 o'clock in the morning. And if we break it or we break out, that would happen around that time frame. You can also check maybe if there's a bull flag forming. Right now it's really bearish looking in the current time frames. This is the 15-minute chart. We already got kind of a line there. So yeah, that's a bear flag. It's not bullish. So yeah, I don't think we're probably gonna get too much higher over the late evening. Especially again, we have the options expiring, right? The options are expiring. So I'd imagine we're gonna probably play into this bear pattern and just kind of go around here maybe a little bit and then break down in the morning. That's PM. So we'll break down probably right around market open for America, which would be about 9 a.m., right? So about right there. Probably see something like that. That'd be my guess in the short term. Just because in the market, the sentiment in the market, we know about the options expiring, and of course, the major, all the big political things happening right now. So the narratives are not in our favor right now, guys. But again, once we get more into August, it's going to get interesting and exciting again. I have to remind you guys, in August 12th, I will be taking that week off. I will be still putting out videos, but they're going to be just mostly shorts as I react to the market. I will be away visiting family and grieving with family because there's a lot happening in my real life right now. I'm going through kind of like a midlife crisis. A crypto midlife crisis, right? And so yeah, it's happening. Things are happening in my life. I just got to take care of and see family and just kind of spend time with them. It's you only get one family, right? You only get one family, and when they're gone, they're gone. And if I don't know, I'm kind of the last in my line, possibly, to carry on my name, and I'm starting to have that midlife crisis around that. Yep. So yeah, condolences. Thank you, Focus One. Thank you, man. Take all the time I need. Wow, I appreciate it, man. Hopefully the rest of you guys feel the same way. Because again, I love doing this. This is hilarious. I love coming out here. It's very therapeutic. You guys are awesome. I never thought that I would even be doing this. I was pushed by a lot of really good influences in my life to do it. And yeah, it's exciting, man. We're watching the financial revolution every single day. We're witnessing history, and I just love it. I love being a part of that space. I love that you guys are also clicked in and want to be a part of that too. So shout out to you guys. I really appreciate the love and support. Please like, subscribe, do all the things if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Friday is going to be interesting. I want to see how big we sell off. Are we going to go down to 50K? Some people are expecting maybe a drop to 58 is in the card. So yeah, look at that. We're close. We're close. But yeah, I don't know if we'll go down further than that. I'm just bouncing off of another key level back here. Local level of support. Anywho, so have a great night, guys. Thanks again for turning out. I can't do this without you. You know, YouTube is a terrible algorithm, right? Terrible. And we're going to have some more fun tomorrow as we watch the dumpster fire. Burn. All right. Have a good night. I'll catch you tomorrow. This is the Crypto Otaku. Peace.
The agency informed the NASDAQ and the CBOE that BlackRock and Fidelity's proposals are insufficient.
We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
Oh my God! Look, fiat. Of course, you know where this goes, guys. Come on, come on. Those who are new, it belongs in the trash. It belongs in the all of it, all of it. Every currency. All right. Have a good night.